Mr. Sheen?
Yeah, hi, can I help you?
Robert Jensen from Amsterdam.
Jensen.
I'm here to interview you.
The gate didn't call me.
They let us in. We're on the list.
Was this scheduled?
This was scheduled, yes. Yes.
Oh, Robert Jensen! My man. Nice to see you.
Just for a split
Nice
second.
to see you. Please, come on in.
Oh my, we planned this. We got the okay. You gave the okay.
Yeah, I'm so busy these days, I tend to forget things, you know? Come on in.
Wow. But I mean, this is unbelievably generous of you to invite us to your house.
No, it was easier than going to Amsterdam, I'll tell you that. Wow.
Well, you would have loved Amsterdam, wouldn't you? So this is Mulholland Estates.
It is.
This is like so secure, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I got robbed 6 months ago, and I've had 2 cars stolen from my driveway.
No way.
So I don't know what your definition of secure might be, but...
Well, they pretended to be like really
yeah,
tough
not,
guys, and you know...
But all that shit's an inside job always, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So 6 months ago you were burglared here?
Yeah.
Bastard. How long have you had this house?
About 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah. Yes.
The kitchen?
I ordered food. Do you want something to drink? Do you want...
Yeah, let's have some water. Let's take a look at your fridge, Charlie.
Okay. It's pretty boring.
It's pretty boring. This fridge used to be stashed with some other stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. But it's radically organized.
It's very organized.
This is the fridge of a Virgo.
Do you now eat all these, drink all these shakes and stuff?
Only after they expire.
Spiced almonds.
This shit lasts like an hour, you know? Wow.
Yeah, you need to drink it fresh.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong business.
It's a beautiful place. It's
Thank
a cool
you.
place.
Thank you.
Hey, so you're huge.
Wait a minute.
What's this?
That would indicate something.
Who's upstairs?
Hey now.
Charlie, did you ever consider selling this house? Because I mean, there must be great memories here, but also some
dubious ones.
Some dubious memories.
Yeah, I think about it, but then days like today, it's hard to get my mind around doing that. You know.
Right.
You feel how pleasant it is and calm and
it's your house.
Yeah. This is all that's left from 2.5. But,
don't tell me everything is gone, Charlie.
Nah.
Not everything.
Nah, I got all
gone.
the memories. This is pretty cool. We spend the entire summer out here usually.
That's the largest TV I've ever seen in my life.
Especially when you're channel surfing and you see yourself. It's like, it's too fucking big. It's too fucking big.
Yeah, you don't like to watch all these reruns?
No, I don't. No.
You just go away. So how about this setting? How about our set here?
This is fabulous.
It's nice, huh?
I think I'm going to move the whole set over here now. Wow.
Charlie, why the hell would you invite me to your house?
It's a really good question. I saw your highlight reel.
Okay.
And I was most impressed.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fabulous. And I thought, geez, all those epic people got talked into it, and why shouldn't I, you know? I also felt it was a lot easier than going to Amsterdam.
Have you been to Amsterdam?
I have a few times, yeah.
Is it true that they have in one of the hotels your name's on the doors?
It should be.
It should be.
It should be, yeah, in the Krasnopolski.
I was thinking about how to approach this interview, and I thought, why don't I just take the Diane Sawyer, Barbara Walters approach, where I take the moral high ground. For people who don't know them, they're like 1,000 years old, and they sit across from Charlie, and they go, Charlie, with all that privilege, what happened?
Yeah, that dramatic push in with that shitty music. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there.
Those interviews. I mean, they must be so tedious, but I thought on the one hand, but on the other hand, you're a great actor.
Oh, thank you.
You can act through those interviews, right?
Thank you, yeah. But the problem is that it doesn't really matter what the subject presents as content. It comes down to how they bookend it and how they narrate it and all the spooky music, and so they can create any kind of theme that they want.
But we can sort of, maybe, people watching this don't know what we're talking about, but let's recreate it. I mean, I'll put the music under it after we do it. So you say something where I can put dramatic music under you.
Well, yeah, everything's going really well these days. And then the push in, and then you hear, and then you hear like, actually we did some research and things aren't going very well these days. And then they go to a commercial. It's like,
You know, that's how they do it. But I decided not to take that approach.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I thought I'd bring
I think we're both too smart for that. Yeah.
Yes,
And your audience is too smart for that.
Definitely. That's my audience. They see through that. They don't need that.
No.
All that cookie clutter nonsense. But that's why I thought I'd just bring 2 cigars for us
Fabulous.
to smoke.
Why not?
You still smoke cigars?
I'm going to start again today, I suppose. Awesome. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Charlie, I think this is on many guys' bucket list to smoke a cigar with you.
Wow, I would have had some scotch had I known.
No, we're not going to have scotch.
We're not having scotch.
Is that the first idea that triggered the cigar?
Well, that or brandy or something, something brown.
Charlie, you're off the wagon. Don't let me. Or you're on the wagon. No, what is it? It's off the wagon. I always confused.
Off the wagon.
You're
yeah.
off the wagon.
No, I'm just more of a beer guy these days, you know?
Yeah. You do still drink a little bit.
I do, yeah.
But not the hard liquor.
Nah, that's what things just kind of just go from here to there.
With drugs, then you don't do that.
No. It's not fun anymore, you know?
No.
Too much wreckage, too many depositions, too much explaining. And you just don't feel good, you know?
It's got to be a hard habit to kick. I mean, it's always so tempting. It's not.
I think it all starts and ends here.
It is all between the ears.
It really is, yeah.
But it's actually sort of for me sort of a relief to hear that you can still enjoy a beer without falling off the wagon. And because I was thinking about you last night, I was in a bar in Sunset Boulevard.
You didn't call me.
I didn't call.
You didn't freaking call me.
From now on, I'm
Which bar were you in?
It was the State cigar bar,
Yeah.
And so I was having a few beers and a cigar, just thinking about you. Because now he's sober, clean. What does he do on a Wednesday night now?
I was in Malibu at my mom's house for her birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's such a sense of victory, and just in the morning, just waking up and working out and embracing the day and returning calls, and even if you do nothing all day, but you're available to do positive stuff and help people out.
Did you recently go to rehab again? There was some report out there.
No, it was total nonsense.
It was total nonsense.
No, I guess I was hooked up to an IV or some bullshit.
Yeah, there was a report. You were completely gone.
They don't see me in this pool over there at 4 a.m. working out in the dark, and then leaving here at 5:45 to take my daughters to school. And
so you'd spend a lot of time with the kids. It's basically a quieter existence.
They don't see me out on the town. They don't see me doing anything, and so they have to create the sense or the illusion that now I must be holed up at home, and
we don't see him out anymore.
Yeah, but
when you go out, it's like, oh, he's lost it again. He's out boozing and whoring and
whatever. Oh my God, he wore a blue jacket. He's gone mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the mornings I kind of have these thoughts that it must suck not to be me.
So you're winning there. You're winning.
I am winning there. Yeah.
You're winning there. But is it true that you wanted to swim with your fish in your aquarium and you dove in?
Some of that story is true.
Some of it is true.
I'd never been in there. I was always curious about it. So I climbed in one night. It was freezing ass cold. The water was a lot saltier than I thought it would be. It took about a half hour to get out. And that was one and done. Nobody got hurt, nobody got arrested, and life went on.
Sort of like a one-time thing, but hey, at least you've done it.
At least I've done it, yeah. Yeah, now I have a lot more respect for the fish in there and what they're going through.
For the fish, you treat them better now.
Yes.
So creatively, you feel like something's coming up?
I think there's a lot of cool shit that's coming, you know?
Yeah.
What I'm looking for is the right dramatic TV show, you know? I would still pursue a comedy if it was a movie, but not with television. I don't know that there's anything left for me there. You know, not just arrogant.
No, but you've done it all, and you've done so many.
It's still present. You know, it's still sort of in the social consciousness of what's going on right now.
It would be the easiest thing for you to sell to a network, another comedy show.
When the other one that everybody loves is still on, and then the new one's on an hour later, what do you think the response going to be?
Yeah, that's a bit of a bitch, isn't it? Like the syndication thing.
No. That was great. This new thing is shit. What are you doing, you know?
Yeah, and that 2.5, that's still so successful worldwide. The reruns.
Right.
Your reruns, I have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll never say it, but I'll say it. The Ashton Kutcher nerd, he was nowhere near what you delivered, what you did.
But he had such a tough spot to walk into.
Absolutely.
Not just that.
No.
They didn't write for him so well either, you know?
No.
They set it up in a way that was just nothing about it was believable, you know?
Yeah.
But, if I could do it again, if I could go back to that moment where I kind of forced their hand, I think I would have stayed.
Yeah?
I think I would have stayed. Yeah. Yeah, why not? How bad could it have been, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
It's hindsight.
when you're in something, you don't have the wherewithal to or the optics to really see, you know, what is right and what is real and what really matters, and just take yourself out of it, and fucking relax and just shut the fuck up and go back to work. You know? There's that.
At the time, you were quite convincing in that it was the right decision for you to move. But looking back, yeah.
No, should have stayed. It's all right. Shit happens, life goes on, you know.
I've actually never heard you say the fact that you regret going through all that and that you should have stayed.
Then you got something fresh.
Cue the dramatic music.
Exactly, yeah.
Charlie, please, this is the only topic that I don't want it to be uncomfortable at all. But you haven't lost all that money, have you?
No.
Not all of it.
Well, you get in bed with some shady people, and you have a few divorces and a bunch of kids, and you know, life gets a little pricey, you know.
It goes quickly, huh?
Yeah, man.
But isn't that amazing? Even if you have $2,000 in the bank, you know, that goes quickly. But for some reason, if you have $2 million, that can go like this as well.
Oh, sure.
And $20 million, and perhaps you had even more than that.
Private jets, and yeah, when you take care of too many people, and you make decisions that just aren't as responsible as they should have been.
And I think what you've done now, you've cut all those dark figures out of your life, right? I don't think they will even get in.
Of course they won't. But it's not just about the physically getting in. They're not going to get in here. They're not going to get in here. You know?
And I think you had to cut hard.
Of course.
And you had to come clean and just expose those bastards. And then they disappear, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I can imagine that being a horrible time when people are trying to bribe you, and it's sort of like you feel like you can play along and perhaps win that game, but in the end you can't, right?
At some point you just run out of energy and cash and patience, and you know it.
Do you worry about money, your money situation? How do you view money? How do you look at money?
I've never worried about it.
Never.
No. I've always been taking care of them, and I always take care of my family and people closest to me, and
you have been very generous. I mean, that's for everyone to see.
Yeah, the most miserable people that I've ever met are the richest people I've ever known. You know, and
I agree so much.
Because nobody says on their deathbed, "I wish I'd saved more money and had less children."
Right. Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Would you have more children? It's a question.
No,
please don't.
I got 5 and a grandkid.
I'm not one to give you advice, but I am an expert at one thing, and that's at not getting married.
Oh, you never been married?
I've never been married. And I just want to give you this piece of advice as an expert. Never get married again, please.
There's no reason to.
No.
He says muffled. There's no reason to.
In a way, it's more pure.
It changes the dynamic. It does something to the purity of what a couple people had, and then suddenly it's, I don't know how, but it becomes so many other people's business, you know?
Yeah. It changes people the moment they say, I do. Were you the type of guy that always felt like marriage is part of life that needs to be done?
I used to, yeah. My first marriage, I got married on my 30th birthday.
All right, that's pretty late.
Felt like I was doing something responsible, and also I'd never forget the anniversary, you know? But we basically annulled on the fucking flight home from the honeymoon, you know?
Oh, was it that passionate?
Yeah, I threw the fucking rings out the window and the limo after we landed, and I think you're either the marrying type or you're not. My parents have been together for 56 years.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Would you describe it as a happy marriage?
Oh, yeah.
It would be headline-making news if you say, no, it's good. No, it's the worst marriage ever. It's abusive.
Yeah, they've been miserable for half a century. No, they, I can't imagine them apart, you know. And they always make jokes that if they got divorced at this stage, how would they work out the custody of the children, you know?
I recently did a 3-part series about the election, and it was basically because I sort of forefelt that Trump was going to win. And I made a show about if Trump's going to win, this is why. I only went to like the heartland, and that's heavy-duty Trump country.
Sure.
I take it you're not the biggest Trump supporter.
I'm absolutely not. He's not qualified for the job. He's not intellectually qualified. He sold, a lot of desperate people a bill of goods that that he had no intention of delivering, and I find that malicious.
Have you met the guy? Have you met Trump?
I have, yeah.
In what circumstance was that?
I was at dinner at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, really?
With
him?
Yeah, and
when was this?
This was probably 2010. It was the him show. There was nobody else speaks.
How did you feel the day after the election?
I felt like I was stuck in a nightmare I couldn't awaken from. Everybody was walking around in a stupor. They were just like, wow, what happened? Our hope was hijacked.
Yeah.
In an instant, you know?
I did see a lot of real problems. I did see towns that looked like the third. I mean, even worse.
Sure.
And the drug epidemic.
Yeah, and there's something insane about the percentage of the opiates that we consume on the planet. It's like close to 50%.
Have you been on those as well?
Yeah, not for long though.
You can get it from your doctors, right?
Sure. You take them for a week and you stop suddenly and you feel like you got the flu for 3 days, you know? So a lot of people don't stay on that shit to stay high. They stay on it just to feel normal.
Yeah.
You know, but then you get stuck in that cycle and
then the doctor won't give it to you anymore, and then there's a guy who comes with a heroin pill, and that's how people get hooked.
Yeah, you can't get it from the pharmacy. You got to go to the streets. You know, I don't have any recommendations for a solution.
You're not the expert.
I'm the wrong guy to talk to.
Yeah. What's your personal plan? How do you stay away from it?
It's all about choices.
Staying sharp.
Just choose smarter, choose better, choose something else. You know, there's so many more options.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much more exciting to just have a full plate of opportunity, you know.
Is it a daily struggle, or is it something that comes and goes, or it's gone now?
They flip the switch.
Yeah. That's good.
When there's nothing left, you know, you fancy yourself as a, you know, pretty with it dude.
Right.
It's hard to live with myself, you know, going back to the same well, expecting a different result or whatever, and it's like I just deserve better.
And your kids are very important now.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're more alive for them and aware.
Yeah.
Now.
And available, yeah. It's not rocket science, you know.
No.
We're not launching satellites over here, you know. We're just choosing wiser.
And life feels good. You feel alive.
Of course, yeah.
But Charlie, this was the best. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you
for inviting me to your house.
You're welcome back anytime.
You're great, Charlie. Thanks.
Yes, I said that on camera. Absolute pleasure.
Great.
Right on.
Great.